Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Gaming Speakeasy with your hosts, Jalen and.
Oh, hey, I'm John. How are you?
Once again, every episode, I tell you that you can go find John's bad game takes over at his Instagram, John's Game Reviews, and you can also make requests, and maybe he'll play one of the games that you tell him about. Okay?
I will be more likely to play one of the games that you tell me about if you Venmo me money to buy it.
For sure.
Or you could just PlayStation, send me free stuff. Okay.
Okay. Okay, John. You're a big indie guy, right? Of course. Okay, so what are you? Okay, indie games are usually what? Okay, what are some good games on the more obscure side of indie games? Because there are a lot of indie games that turn massive very quickly. So, what are some obscure games that you'd say everybody needs to know about?
Everybody needs to know. Okay, so we got a couple to run down. The first is one of my favorites that actually one of my favorite racing games ever. Arcade racers, I mean. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if like they don't fit in the Burnout genre, but like old arcade racers, yeah. Horizon Chase Turbo. Well, Burnout's pretty fire, but
Burnout
that's not
Paradise.
obscure.
That's pretty fire.
Yeah, it was the remaster, pretty solid. But Horizon Chase Turbo is amazing. It looks great. It's high paced. You know, it's not hard to get into. It's fun. It's hard, freaking difficult, but it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. I think it's great. It's a nice little racing game.
It's rated 10 out of 10 on Steam, man. Wow.
Well, because it's fire. I'm telling you. Like, seriously. I got it for free, but it's $20. And if you want to spend $20 on, you can go to Five Guys and get a hamburger for $20, or you could just, snag a good game.
That is true.
And go without one.
What counts as indie to you? What do you say counts as an indie game?
If an indie developer makes it.
So just any game that's not from a big
AAA.
company.
Yeah, any game that's not AAA, really.
Okay. So would Life is Strange? Who made Life is Strange?
Square Enix, so it's AAA.
Yeah, that's AAA. Yeah. Even though it did not feel like a AAA game.
Well, Square Enix is trash. No, I'm just kidding. Their lineup is trash, I will say. What they have coming out soon, not very good.
What does Square Enix have coming up soon? Let's see.
They have Guardians of the Galaxy, which looks so generic.
Wait, is Square Enix the one that made the Avengers game? Did they make that?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Oh, that's.
They made Avengers, which is trash. Also,
that game
might
is
talk
bad.
about. I have the opportunity to get it for free, so I might talk about it on my Instagram.
Definitely go check that out, because I have not gotten the opportunity to play Avengers, because I'm not going to pay for it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You have, like, the perfect opportunity here. They have everything there to make it such an amazing game. Like, you give God of War game mechanics to the Avengers. Like, that's just a game people are going to love. But then you're like, okay, we want to make more money off of it than just the $60 that people are already spending on it. So it's just... It's really frustrating. It really is.
Who made... Okay, I don't know if this is a indie game, but it's underrated heavily. It's almost obscure because it was a movie game, basically. But the Mad Max video game.
Pretty fire.
Fire. Thank you, finally. Somebody.
It's not indie, but it's definitely obscure, and nobody talks about it, but they need to. It's pretty gas.
That game was fire. The fighting was Batman-esque,
Yep.
That game was just good. You can get it for $5 on Steam right now, so go and get that.
You can get it for $5 on Steam.
$5. It's probably even the same on the... What else is it on? PS4? So you probably buy it.
Let me see. I have it on disc for my PS4, which unfortunately is the worst thing you can do when it comes to a digital edition PS5, because you cannot play games that you had on disc on PS5 digital edition.
Because there's like no disc slot, right?
Yeah, but I don't buy physical games anyway.
Yeah, I haven't bought a physical game since I went to GameStop to buy a game.
Okay, we're gonna rewind a second. I actually cannot play the Avengers because it was only on PS Now for like 2 months.
Really? So you can't can you not play the Avengers? You have to buy it now.
I'd have to buy it
You have
now.
to
I
buy
had
it.
the opportunity to play it for free, and I thought I might, but I thought I was gonna wait just to see if I wanted to, and it's gone now,
Hmm.
which is really dumb. That just annoys me even more.
Oh, it seems like they're still updating the Avengers game every now and
They
then.
are. They're adding a Black Panther thing to it, which is stupid. I don't think they should do that
The game is
because,
already bad, man. Why are you? Just
like,
fix
I
the
don't think
game
you should
first.
add Black Panther to it. I don't like the idea of changing characters' voices, and I really don't like the idea of changing a character's voice when that dude that plays him is dead. Even
I
though
don't know. I don't know.
even
I
though
don't know how they can change that up, man. I don't know how they can do it. Chadwick Boseman was just so perfect for that role.
yeah, he originally auditioned for Drax.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I know. It's pretty cool though. But no, I mean, here's the thing. If you're going to make an Avengers game, but you're going to switch up the look of all the Avengers, you need to have Avengers in the comics that are not necessarily in the movies. You need to have it different. You can have your Iron Man, but you don't need to have the exact same lineup as they do in the movies. Like, that's just stupid. If you're going to change up the look of the characters in it, then change up who the Avengers are in it, I don't know.
Superhero games as a whole should be way better than they have been.
Facts. There has not been a decent superhero game since Infamous 2, if I can remember rightly.
Maybe, because I mean, you think about it. You don't have to build a character. It's a superhero. They already have
Exactly.
They already have stories, enemies, because people built those things a long time ago.
Oh, wait, no. Okay. Batman Arkham Origins was the last good superhero game.
The Batman games are good. I love the Batman games.
Except for Arkham Knight, that's a piece of flaming trash.
Arkham Knight, I can never finish.
It's so bad.
What is that new one they got coming out? The Knights or something? What is it called?
Arkham Knights or something or Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights.
It looks really dumb as well.
I'm probably still gonna buy it. Just because I love the Batman games, and I pray that Bruce isn't really dead.
Oh no, he's down for the count. My friend.
How are they gonna make him do that though? Come on.
They can make him do whatever they want to make.
You
him
can't
do.
end the game with him committing suicide. That's not.
It was really weird though. He was like, they found out who I am. Well, I guess it's time.
Like, what?
It's just so stupid to do it like that.
That's what you do? You can just move. Why don't you move?
Well, okay, it's shocking that it took them so long to get there. Like, wow, this is a guy that has insanely, this guy has ridiculous technology, and how would he be able to do anything like that? Oh, the billionaire Bruce Wayne probably does. Oh, Bruce Wayne got arrested and thrown into Arkham City. Oh, wow, Batman's now in Arkham City. How did that happen? It's so stupid.
And nobody ever put it together.
It's like, wow, everything Amazon does is, super technology stuff. I wonder who could be paying for that. I don't know. It could just be Jeff freaking Bezos, I don't know. It's a bad analogy. Anyways, back to the topics at hand.
Yeah, back to the topics. We're not getting off track this time. We've already got off track. You'll see that in our last episode.
They've obviously seen it at this point.
Yeah,
or just don't look at the last episode. It's not nearly as good as this one has gone so far.
For real.
Man. But yeah, if we're talking obscure games, though, bro, Pyre is the most underrated. I say underrated because not many people have played it, but it's the game that people need to play. Pyre is amazing. Okay,
I have not played Pyre, but I know you love that game.
It's like if freaking NBA Jam was combined with like fantasy element. It's just good, okay? It's good. It's the only game where you can play as a snake that gets an orb and dunks on a human and escapes prison that way.
You know what games that I want more of?
Let's hear it.
2-person games, co-op games. I want more of those because A Way Out was fantastic.
It got a little annoying. It got a little annoying towards the end because it was trying to be Uncharted a little too much, but it like the ending, the final reveal, shocked me and the person playing it. And that like I still I mean I don't anymore because I don't really hang out with them anymore, but I felt so bad.
For real, bro. I was like, dang, you did me like that. For real?
Yeah. Okay. Spoilers real quick. I'm going to just say what happened. Well, actually, no. Jalen, did you win in the end?
I lost.
I won.
I lost. The guy had already roughed me up through the entire thing. So by the time we had to reach for the guns, it was over already.
Oh, when we reached for the gun, I was like, it's a chance that I could get there. We could do this. And then I finally get there, and I was like, yes! And then I looked at him, and he was just like, oh, my gosh. And I was like, no!
For real, there was no other option, bro. It was just like, you got to blow my head off, bro.
And that you could tell, like, even in that moment, like, they're still friends. And it's just, it sucks.
Hey, yo. The cop guy, he's in the wrong, though, you know?
Well, yeah, but it was funny to me because when we started out the game, it like gave the description of each person. It was like, which one do you want to play as? And I was like, well, let's check this one. And then I read everything, and I'm like, huh, that's not me at all. And I checked the other one, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly me. And then I look at him, and I'm like, oh, the other guy's exactly like you. So it just worked out really well until I was the cop.
Yeah, I played as the criminal, you know.
Of course you did.
What were their names? Leo and
I don't know.
Leo and Vincent. Leo and Vincent.
There's a YouTuber that does movie reviews that I watch, and he said that he and his brother played it, but they didn't care about the characters' names, so they just gave each other names. So now I know those two characters as Tony 2 times and Mickey the Wop.
Tony 2 times. Oh.
Just because I remember those names, man.
Tony 2 times. Okay. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to just give people whatever names I want them to have.
Yeah.
New games.
New games. Let's talk new games.
Yeah, let's talk new games.
What about them?
What's a AAA game? Since you're an indie guy, what's a AAA game that you're excited for that's coming out?
All right. Give me one moment.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you a second.
I'm gonna pull up my little wish list on PlayStation.
Okay, we got a little wish list. Okay.
Oh wait, now that I think about it, yeah, there's definitely some. So I'm actually kind of excited for Battlefield 2042. Like, I'm not a big first-person shooters guy.
I'm getting that game, bro.
Awesome.
I'm getting that game.
It looks awesome. I don't know what the deal. I mean, I know what the deal is, but it just looks amazing. It's like 128 people with tornadoes. I'm down. That's all you got. I'm sold. Got it. I'm in. So that's good. Diablo 2 Resurrected. I cannot wait for. I played the heck out of Diablo 3. So really excited for Diablo 2, especially because it's supposed to be. I think it's better than Diablo 3, is what I hear, and I might have people to actually play it with.
The Diablo series is something that I have little experience with. I played a little bit of Diablo game, but I have not gotten into it. The game that I'm excited for Far Cry 6, to be honest, man.
I'm gonna be honest, don't really care for it.
It's a Far Cry game. I understand that. I understand that I'm gonna be just trying to climb stuff for the entire game.
Yeah.
But when they had the thing to play in the Macarena with the CD player, that was cool. That was just cool, man.
Well, I hear that people got fairly upset at the ending of Far Cry 5. Do you know what the reason for that is? I have no idea.
I didn't even get to play Far Cry. The last Far Cry game I played all the way through was Far Cry 4. And that ending still confuses me.
Well, I have not played to the end of Far Cry 3. I basically get in and I'm like, I'm going to take out people, and that's it. So basically, that's what I do.
Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is an experience. That is a good game. Far Cry 3 is the best Far Cry game.
It's Far Cry 2 is pretty fire also.
You think Far Cry 2 is better than Far Cry 3?
I think that it's worth talking about.
I can see that, but I just like the mental change that Jason went through in Far Cry 3. Because I mean,
that's fair.
He went there. By the time you got halfway through the game, he had got consumed by the madness, and he had found peace in the chaos.
Yeah,
because he was more comfortable not leaving and just keep killing than actually trying to find a way off the island.
Yeah, this is all true.
What about that new Mario Golf? You know what I'm saying?
Mario Golf is gas.
Are you gonna get it?
No, I'm not. I'm not playing. I'm not playing Mario Golf. Screw that. Other than Diablo 2 though, and Battlefield 2042, the Hot Wheels game actually looks kind of fun.
Hot Wheels game? I did not know that was a thing.
There's a Hot Wheels racing game, and they're making it like they're making it like the tracks of actual Hot Wheels sets, except you could drive around in them, which seems hype and really fun. And also Deathloop, because it's
Dishonored with more guns.
It's Dishonored with guns, and that's all I need. Dishonored is one of my favorite game series ever. I'm super down for that.
Dishonored with more guns, man.
Dishonored 1 is one of my favorite games ever. I think it's genuinely fantastic. There's not much better than
it. The reason, back to Far Cry 6. The reason I'm excited for that game is just because of the villain. It's one of those games.
That's just because it's
Giancarlo.
It's the Mandalorian guy.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, when he took the pin out the grenade, he was like keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? He was like, who does that? He's got to be a crazy person. That's the kind of characters that I like to go up against. That's how I felt against Voss, because Voss was just a crazy man in Far Cry 3.
This is all true. I'll be honest. I haven't been paying attention that much to Far Cry 6 though. I just know it's in Cuba and it is supposed to look amazing graphically, and that's really all I know.
Yeah, those graphics in Far Cry 6 are crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Everything's wet, you know. It's one of those feels, you know.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
That new Unreal Engine 5, bro. It's just crazy.
I know, right? It's ridiculous how many games they make in Unreal. And yet, for whatever reason, you know, EA still thinks it's a good idea to make Madden games on Frostbite, but, you know, we're going to talk about that later. Okay, actually, let's talk about that now. Madden 22. Kind of excited for it.
I'm excited.
And I hate Madden games.
I'm excited.
Huh?
I'm excited, too.
Have you been hearing what all they're doing for it?
I have not. Let me look. Come on, tell me about it.
They're adding staffs to franchise mode. So you through your gameplay, you get staff points, and you use those points to hire your own staff. Like, so you got to hire offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, stuff, special teams coordinators, stuff like that. Retired players can show up as coaches, which I think is dope.
That's pretty cool.
Like, it's all, you know, stuff that's been in the game in the past that they took out, but it's a welcome addition nonetheless. It is getting better. Is all I'm gonna say. So, like,
I'm glad when there's any type of progression in Madden, because for a long time Madden games were just the same game.
This is true.
What's your favorite Madden game?
Madden 11.
Madden 11.
I played that so much growing up.
I had Madden 12 on the Wii.
Oh, good lord. The Wii Maddens were so bad, though.
My favorite Madden is probably Madden 25.
Yeah. No, Madden 25 was one of the worst.
But it was so fun.
Worst ones. Not worst, but worst.
But it was so fun.
The gameplay was good, but the gameplay was good, yes, but it wasn't really it wasn't the best, man. Like, I don't know. They needed Superstar mode. Superstar mode would have made that game really, really good.
The first time where you had the precision modifier when they first made it, and like you can just juke 15 yards to the left, bro. It's like,
yeah, but still, I don't know.
The new Ratchet and Clank looks cool though, bro. Are you gonna get that?
I'm playing I'm playing through it right now.
Is it good? Because I've been seeing good news about that game.
People say it's the best game of the year candidate right now, and I'm about a fifth of the way through, just over a fifth of the way through, and I hate to say it, but I don't think it's that much better than the last one. I don't even think it's better than the last one as of late.
Okay. Hot take.
The story is nice. It's new, and it's interesting, but also like the first fifth of the game, you play as Rivet, which is the other character, which I didn't really like, and also like all the weapons are not as good as the weapons in the first one. The weapons in the first one, you had your standard blaster, which you have now.
Right.
You had like your I don't know. They had all the obscure stuff. I really liked the pixel gun, and where you could just turn enemies pixelated. That was amazing. I really liked having the little trap grenade thing you just throw in it, and it sends out like a pulse that just damages enemies over time. That was really nice. In this one, it's like there's a lightning gun, and it goes to enemies when they die, and then there's a gun that you push R2 over and over and over, and it ricochets off of them and goes back to them and hits them over and over and over. But you only have 6 shots. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then they have what's the other one? They have like one big kill death weapon, but it doesn't kill everything in one shot, which it 100% should. I don't know. The weapons just aren't as good. That's my issue. If the weapons were better, the game would be better.
Okay, so this is interesting. I mean, while we make more episodes, we're gonna get to be able to see your how your feelings change, or if they stay the same throughout your playthrough. Since you're how long are you into the game?
I'm about 22% is what it says from the front, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's like story progression or if it's like including like weapons in there. So like I'll never get to 100% with one story because I'm not gonna get all the weapons.
Right. You know what game? I completely forgot about because I was watching it. I watched it be played probably through like the middle of 2020 when the quarantine was going strong and everybody was terrible. It was a terrible time. A Plague Tale Innocence. You heard of this game, right?
I haven't.
You have never heard of Plague Tale Innocence?
No, I have the game.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I have it.
That game.
It's free on It's free on PS5 this month, and I really want to play it.
Play it.
It's probably one of my next ones.
I watched it be played, and that game, it gave me the heebie-jeebies, man. It's a different kind of scary, bro. It's not.
Isn't it like a one-shot kill game? Like if you get shot once, you're dead.
I don't know if you get shot once you're dead. I think you have a little health though, especially if you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
But that game, A Plague Tale Innocence, that game, it gave me a different sense of the creeps. It wasn't scary. It was just. Do you know what the game's about?
I know it's about a plague tale, and someone's innocent.
Right.
But besides that, not much.
I want you to go into the game blind because I've watched the entire playthrough.
100%.
That's
the best way to go into some games.
So I went into Cyberpunk blind. I didn't even know that the game performed terribly when I played it. I thought it was just running at 30 FPS.
Oh. I 100% should have done that. I should do that with a lot of games, but I just don't. But like, there's some coming up that I'm pretty excited for that I'm probably going to. Like Deathloop, they said Dishonored with guns. I said, okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah. Twitter will mess up a lot of things.
Yeah. The new Pokemon game. Really excited for that, by the way. Did mention it. I'm really excited. I cannot wait. That being said, probably not going to pay too much attention to what comes out about it, especially because nothing much has come out about it.
That, hey, maybe for good reason, man. I mean, you gotta. I feel like going into games blind makes the experience so much better because you can like.
Yeah.
There's no outside opinions. There's nothing swaying you either way. There's nothing to expect that's bad. So when you see something that's bad, you can come to your own conclusion about it.
Exactly, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well, anytime that come out perfectly for you.
What was the question?
Anytime you go into a game blind, I guess Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, really I played it twice, bro. I don't know, man. It was just one of those games. I'm a nerd. I'll say that.
Well, obviously, we're doing a podcast about video games, Jalen.
There's a difference between gamer and nerd. I've never played D&D, but I would. You know, I'm that kind of nerd. I've never played Cyberpunk Red, but I would.
Cyberpunk Red?
That's an old tabletop RPG. It's the creator of what Night City and all that is. That's what it came from, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Interesting. Definitely quoting you on that.
I think. Well, let me see. Cyberpunk. Let me bring out the old laptop. Cyberpunk Red. When did this come out? Released. Yeah, it's one of those tabletop RPGs where you have like a list and all that stuff.
I get you. Well, I don't know. I want to play a Plague Tale. I haven't gotten to it. I'm going to go in blind, though. There's a couple games that I want to play that I haven't gotten around to. Oh, my gosh. Back to the original subject. Obscure indie games. Outer Wilds. Everyone go play that right now. Go in blind. It's the best game ever made.
Outer Wilds?
Outer Wilds.
Who makes that game,
huh? It is published by Annapurna Interactive, and it is an Iris game? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to figure that. I'd have to look up who made it. I can't remember. Okay. But it's published by Annapurna Interactive. And it's pretty freaking amazing.
Okay, Cyberpunk Red is not the name of the original tabletop RPG, which was made in 1988. It's just called Cyberpunk, and it was about the dystopian science fiction and all that. So yeah, that's where Night City and all that came from.
Dystopian D&D is what I'm hearing.
Hey, basically, I don't know. I have yet to play D&D. Also, I don't know anybody that plays D&D.
If you've never played Broforce and you're from America, I'm not sure if you're from America. Literally, the logo of a game is a bald eagle holding up his muscles, and his armpit hair is American flags.
Okay, so it's one of those.
Yes. It's popular characters. It's characters for popular culture, but they don't have the license, so they changed the name to add bro in it. So you have Rambo, but instead he's Rambro.
Oh, this game sounds amazing.
Yeah, you have... I'm trying to think. You have Men in Black, you have Bro in Black.
Bro in Black.
Bro in Black. It's also painfully difficult. Like, it's really hard, but it's really fun. Yeah, and not all of the characters are men. They have some women in the Broforce.
I got some girls. I got some women.
They got the woman from Kill Bill. Oh, they have Predator, but it's not Predator. It's Predator.
Killer.
They have. Oh my gosh! Wait, hold up. Oh, that sucks. They have Predator, but it's not Predator. It's Brodator.
God.
I'd have to find the full character list. It's fire.
Okay. Have you ever played the Postal video games?
No.
You've never played Postal?
Nope.
I want you to... Do you have a computer, John?
I have my phone in my hand.
You have your phone in your... Is Postal on...
You have...
Let me see. Is Postal on anything other than PC? Probably not. Postal is such a...
You have John McClane from Die Hard, but he's bro hard. You have
Bro hard. Okay.
MacGyver, but it's You have MacGyver, but it's McBrover. You have Blade, but it's Braid. You have Judge Dredd, but it's I know. You have Judge Dredd, but it's Bro Dredd. You have Men in Black, Bro in Black. You have Snake Plissken from Escape from New York, but it's Snake Broskin. You have the Terminator, but instead it's Brominator. You have RoboCop. This is my favorite. You have RoboCop, but instead it's Brobocop. You have Indiana Jones, but it's Indiana Bromes.
Oh, this Broforce looks fire. It's like side scrolling.
Yeah. You have Thomas Anderson from The Matrix, but it's Mr. Anderbro. You have Connor Murphy and McManus from the Boondock Saints movies, and they're the Boondock Bros. You have Machete. You know the fucking guy that plays Machete in everything. Every movie he's in, he's a character named Machete.
Yeah.
He's Brochetti. They have Conan the Barbarian, but it's Bronin the Barbarian.
Talk about Danny Trejo.
You have you have Colonel James Braddock from Missing in Action. He's Colonel James Brodick. You have
James
Cherry
Braddock.
Darling from Planet. You have Max Rockatansky from the Mad Max series, but he's Bro Max. You have the Brode, who's the bride from the Kill Bill. You have
She's winning
James
the whole game,
Bond,
bro.
but instead of being James Bond, he's Double Bro 7. You have
Who makes this game, man?
Broheart, which is Braveheart. You have the Professional, which is Leon from The Professional. You have Raiden from the Mortal Kombat's, but he's Broden from the Mortal Kombat series, I should say. You have Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon, but just Bruce Lee, and it's Bro Lee. I haven't even said all of them. Like, it's insane.
This game sounds. I mean, I'm gonna probably buy this. Oh, it's on Switch. Okay.
Yeah, it's gas. It is so good.
You know what game that just released that I don't know what the reviews are for it, but I think it's going pretty well. I think I see a lot of YouTubers playing it. Is that game? It Takes Two. You heard about that?
Yeah.
It's like Divorce Simulator. You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
Basically.
Well, there's another one that came out that's real similar to it. Well, kind of. It's a 2-player game as well,
Right.
but it's Operation Tango, and one person is like a hacker, and the other is like someone going in and infiltrating and stealing stuff.
Yeah.
But here's the problem: it doesn't have random matchmaking. You can't just go, okay, random person, and then get into a game. You have to either play with a friend or use a code and share that code with a friend. It's stupid.
What's the game called?
Operation Tango.
Operation
And it's called
Tango.
that because it takes 2 people to do a mission.
It takes
so
two
Operation-
to tango. Okay.
It takes 2 to tango.
Espionage themed game. Okay, cooperative. You and a friend.
They have a Discord for it, but I was in there for like 10 minutes and nobody responded, so it's kind of sad.
When did the game
But it's
come
one of the
out?
only games that's
2020?
come out for PS5.
Okay. Yeah, PS5. There are not a lot of PS5 games coming out.
Yeah, because companies are too afraid to release them.
To be honest, I think I probably would too if I was a big company. Because I mean, it's so hard to get your hands on it.
I don't care.
The PS5 has been out for what, a year now? About a year? Came out last summer, right?
It's been out since November 12th.
November 12th. It came out. Okay,
For about
last fall.
8 months.
And like you said, you had it, and I was surprised. Like,
Yeah.
because if I search up PS5, we'll go digital version because I'm not trying to pay $500.
Yeah.
PS5.
Well, if you get a new controller with the digital version, it's just going to be $500 anyway, but that keeps it from being $600 if you got the other one.
$899, $1,174. Well, like, what is this, man?
It's ridiculous.
Oh wait, eBay. What you got, eBay? $599. Okay. Ship same day. It's definitely a scam. Where did you get them? That's what I ask.
Where did I get it?
Yeah, where did you get it?
PlayStation Direct.
PlayStation Direct. That's how I got my Xbox One. I bought it through my Xbox 360 back in the day.
Wait, you bought your Xbox from PlayStation?
No, back when I had the Xbox 360, I bought my Xbox One through my Xbox 360.
Oh. No, I bought it through the PlayStation Direct Queue, the website.
The website. So what, do they just tell you? Like, you just enter the queue and it tells you, like, you reserve a spot for it?
They sent me a link to get into the queue 2 hours early and buy it.
Oh, so you're an inside member, huh?
Well, here's what I think happened. What I think happened was I had my surgery and I couldn't do anything all day, so I was playing PlayStation. And so I was active on my PS4 and my PS3 all the time, but I had not logged in on a PS5. So they were like, oh, this guy probably doesn't have a PS5. So they sent me a link. That's what I think happened.
I wish Xbox would do that, but I don't want a new Xbox. I want the PS5.
Oh, also, PlayStation Store, get your stuff together, okay? This is weird. They have a Pride section of games. Like, it's like, join us as we celebrate LGBTQ representation for Pride and beyond. Right. And it's like all these games that are supposed to be like games with representation and all that. And they have stuff like Last of Us 2, Life is Strange 2, Gone Home, stuff that actually has that. But they also have Spider-Man Miles Morales in there. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. And Overwatch kind of. But like Horizon Zero Dawn and Outer Wilds and Hollow Knight and Bugsnax. Like stuff that just doesn't work. Saints Row the Third, Fallout 4, Dishonored 2 and Death of the Outsider, Skyrim, it just makes no sense. It's just a money grab. Stop using this stuff to get money. You're just exploiting people and it's screwed up.
You got to be real. You got to be real. Exactly. If you're going to support, be real.
Exactly. If you want to put in there, Life is Strange 2, Last of Us Left Behind, Gone Home, and whatever, and Life is Strange 1 and all that, that's fine. Do that.
I love the Life is Strange games, man. I can't even lie.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan?
I'm not a fan because I don't care about games that just want to be a TV show.
You don't care about teenage angst, bro?
Jalen, if I cared about teenage angst, I would,
that's all the game
relive
is.
My middle school days.
That's all the game
When you punch me in the back of the head.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jalen, you know what I'm
Did
talking
I do
about. Yes! I was standing at my locker one day. I got punched in the back of the head. I turned around, and you were walking away.
How do you know that was me?
You were there.
I was walking away, though.
Holden wasn't nearby. I knew it was you.
It might have been. It probably was me.
It was only going to be you or him.
Yeah, I think it was me. Well, John, I mean, what was I supposed to do?
Not punch me in the back of the head?
It was right there, though, for the picking.
So was Colin Prater, who was standing right next to me.
I mean, but you had a head, so I had to go on and hit you,
So did everyone else in that hallway.
I don't know,
You could have Chris Browned someone if you really wanted to. Why me?
Well, John, I don't know.
You woke up Chris Breezy or something?
It's a cold world, yeah. I woke up Chris Breezy.
Okay.
SiliconNerd.com. I can get one for $500. This is definitely a scam.
I can get SpongeBob kart racers for $8.
So, John, your first game system was the PS3, right?
Correct.
You know what my first game system was?
Was it the N-Gage?
No, it was the SpongeBob video game that you had to plug into your TV, like directly to the digital output. That was my first game console.
Okay, maybe I had one too. I had Spider-Man.
Like the entire thing was the console, and it just had a joystick sticking out of the top, and you just plugged it into the red and yellow cables.
Yeah. I had one of those.
Yeah,
we had a couple of those.
Video games were so simple, man.
Indeed, they were. I can get Grand Theft Auto 3 for $9.
Cop, definite cop. GTA 3 is fire.
They have
even though they had to take the planes out of that game because something happened.
Yeah. They have a lot of old games on the PS5. Like they have Resident Evil Code Veronica on
Was PS4 not backwards compatible?
Yeah.
So like
and
I
the
guess
PlayStation 5 was like, PS5 is like a massive apology for that so far.
Yeah,
Like
I
every
feel.
it's harder to find PS5 games on the PlayStation Store on PS5 than it is to find anything else.
Because like they're not making them, man. Well, they're just not making like strictly for PS5. Because I mean, I've been probably waiting until more people get them, but unless Sony makes some more, they're gonna be waiting for a while.
Really, the only game that I have that's strictly on PS5 right now is Ratchet and Clank and Operation Tango. Those are the only two.
Operation Tango.
Yep.
You been playing that game? Is it good? Would you recommend it to our audience?
Operation Tango?
Yeah.
If it gets them to send me free stuff, yes.
Hey, you see that audience? We're honest, you know.
Exactly.
We won't lie to you. Watch us so they give us free stuff, and then we can give you guys a part of the free stuff. You know,
bro.
That's how it works.
If you made it to this far in the video, put in the comments.
Cheese doodles.
Jelly donuts.
Jelly donuts and cheese doodles. You can put either one.
We'll call it a day.
Okay. Everybody, thank you for watching the Gaming Speak Easy. Once again, I'm your host, Jalen, with my brother John. And once again, you can always go to his Instagram for his game reviews.
I'm the co-host, dog. What you mean?
We're both. I said host.
You said you the host with your brother.
Oh.
Anyways.
Once again, this is the Gaming Speak Easy with your host, John, and his brother, me, Jalen. And once again, you can always go to John's Instagram to listen to his game reviews, and he's very insightful, even though you may not agree with him all the time. And that is his @ is at John's Game Reviews, and I will probably put it in the description and somewhere on the screen. So, yeah, thank you for listening, and thank you for watching.
Jelly donuts.